to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hey, thanks for stopping by and checking out my channel. My channel, it's all about crochet, a little bit about knitting, a lot about yarn, but mostly it's about my journey through the fabulous yarny community. Returning subscribers, thanks so much for coming back, spending a little bit of your Friday with me. So today I have a finished object. I bet you can guess what that is. I have 2 Boggy blankets that I finished. I have a package that came from Colorado. Bet you wonder what's in there. And I got my purchase from We Crochet that I purchased on February 29th in their big sale. But first, today is also day 8 of the hashtag OTCS National Crochet Month Challenge. The Crochet Month Challenge was put out by Ola Jo. There are others that put it out there. I found it through Ola Jo. I'm using her hashtag. So if you don't know who she is, go check out her channel. She's really great. You guys will love her. So today is day 8, and it says on here, crochet controversy, magic ring or chain ring. And for me, it's not a controversy, mainly because they each have their own merits. For me personally, trying to learn how to do the magic ring was a struggle, but then just one day it clicked. So it's one of those things that you just got to keep practicing. And then once you get it, you got it. That's good. But I see the merits of both. For me personally, there is no controversy. Now, I guess there are some people that say with a magic ring, you can tighten that circle a little tighter. I get that. I think you can. But again, if it's not your cup of tea, personally, I don't see the need for it to be a controversy. You do you work out what's ever best for you. If it's the chain 4 into a circle, that works. If it's the magic ring, that works. I find no reason for it to be a controversy. Just putting it out there. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for controversy. Anyway, off my soapbox. So finished object, you guys. I am so excited that I finished this. This was a great meditative, I don't want to think about anything, I just want to have something to keep my hands busy project. This is the Ophelia Talks Agatha's Reading Shawl. I did modify the pattern, but look how big this thing turned out. I used all 5 balls of my Noro cotton silk blend. I did make kind of big tassels because towards the end I was getting really done doing it and it was huge. But this, it looks like it's a lot. There really wasn't a lot left on the hank when I did these tassels. This thing is longer than my wingspan and it's huge. It's blanket size. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. It's not heavy, but it's warm. It's a cotton silk blend. I used a 5.5mm hook. Now, what I did different is in the original pattern, this center section is solid, but these sections on the side are a solid row and then a window row, and it alternates. I did it all solid. I also did it all in half double crochets. So that's all I did, was just half double crochets for every row. The corner sections, the points, I did a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, and then, you know, the 2 half double crochets on the end. It's fabulous, you guys. This is the perfect sit by the campfire, throw around your wrap, sit on the couch and read, wrap. I love the shape of this. We talked about this yesterday, how it's flat across the bottom. Yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot of these because I love the shape of these. Between this and the Mulberry Street shawl from Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches, those are going to be my go-tos for a while because I love the shape of them and I love the versatility of them. You can make them as small or as large as you want. You can make them as intricate or as plain as you want. They have a lot of versatility, and I love the shape of both of those shawls. So this is my Agatha's Reading Shawl by Ophelia Talks. Love it so much. Okay, next, let's talk about some happy mail. Well, it's not really happy mail, it's acquisition. Back on February 29th, when We Crochet was doing their big, it's leap year sale, I picked up a couple of things. And my box came, I think yesterday, day before yesterday. Anyway, the first thing in my box is these Tunisian hooks. And these are the Sunstruck Tunisian Crochet in the Round hook sets. And it comes with oh my god, I can't count today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sets of hooks. So you get 2 of each size. You get cords that are swivel cords. You get connectors, the keys, and the ends. You get from a 4.5 millimeter, 5 millimeter, 5.5 millimeter, 6 millimeter, 6.5 millimeter, a 7, which is unusual, and an 8 millimeter. You get 2 of each sizes, plus the cords and the hook, and the keys and the swivel cords and all that. I'll be real honest with you, by looking at these, I have a feeling I might be a little disappointed. Their points are really, really rounded, very Susan Bates-ish, and I'm not a fan of Susan Bates hooks. But I'm going to give them a fair shot. Tuesday, we're going to do, on Tunisian Tuesday, we're going to do a hook review. We're gonna check these out. We're gonna compare them to my Knitter's Pride Dreams and to my Knitter's Pride bamboo set, which was my very first set, and to the Afghan hooks that I have. So I'll be digging into these more on Tuesday to see just what this is all about. The other thing I got, you had to buy extra to make sure, to get free shipping, right? I picked up 2 of these stroll packs that are the stroll mini packs, fingering weight, in the colorway Garage Sale. You guys, I love, love, love these colors. The colors are Home Movie, Guppy tonal, Inverness tonal, Frozen tonal, and Poppy Fields tonal. It's a light blue, a navy blue, a coral orange, and a mustard yellow. And then this variegated down here, the striped one, is all of the colors together. And it's so pretty. You get a total of 460 yards. I've got 2 packages. 5 hanks of 92 yards each, so we get a total of 100 grams. It is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, a #1 fingering weight that you can machine wash and tumble dry on low, made in Peru for Knit Picks or Recrochet. They're the same company. It says to use a B to E hook, so like a 2 to a 4. Does that make sense? I use the numbers. I like the numbers. I know it's easy to figure it out. Sometimes my brain doesn't work that way. Anyway, so here we go. These are the 2 packs of minis that I think are going to make something absolutely beautiful. I don't know what that something's going to be, but it's going to be super, super pretty. I love the navy blue and the coral together. Then you throw in this pop of this mustard. It's just gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so enough gushing over the fingering weight yarn. That is that. So I already opened this package that came because this Happy Mail, because it was triple bagged, and that's fine. Hey, I'm all for it. So this package came from Shannon at Another Yarn, and she was not going to send these to me, and I said, Shannon, please send them to me, because this is a perfect example. This is what I wanted to show people, and they're darling. So anyway, she sent me a bunch of squares. Y'all know that Fridays I do my Boggy Creek, and I show you the blankets. I'm using the squares that were collected last year. This year, in February, we took 1,090 blankets to Camp Boggy Creek. Yesterday, Camp Boggy Creek put out a video of the day that we brought those blankets to them. It brought tears to my eyes, let me tell you. I'm going to link that video below. Check it out. It's also on my Facebook page and my Instagram page if you want to check it out that way. It's such a great place, you guys. It's life affirming. Anyway, go check out that video. It's really, really nice. It's well done. It is short. It's like 3 minutes long. It's not a really long video. Anyway, so I'm continuing to make blankets with the squares that we collected last year. Now, I am going to collect squares again this year, with a caveat. We're putting some restrictions on it. We're putting some limits on it. We're putting some expectations on it. After much debating, and I'm real sorry if somebody jumped the gun. I pretty much told everybody, don't jump the gun just yet. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I wasn't sure which direction I was going to go. I wasn't even sure I was going to do another square drive this year because I have so many. But I decided that I'm going to go ahead and do a square drive this year. We are limiting it to 20 squares per person. But the squares have to be pretty specific. They need to be bright colors or some kind of a character. As I go through these squares, and as beautiful as they are, these are made for adults. They're adult colors. They are beautiful, don't get me wrong, and the squares are gorgeous, but the majority of these squares were made with an adult sensibility. So I want you to turn on your inner child. I want you to think about the fun colors that you have in your stash, and put together squares that are going to brighten a child's day. These kids that are going to this camp deal with, pretty significant illnesses on a daily basis. They come to camp to let all that go. And we want to have on their bed a blanket that they're going to take home that's going to have such great memories attached to it, that is just bright and fun and exciting. So Shannon wasn't going to send these to me, and I said, please, Shannon, send them to me, because this is what we need. This is the kind of thing that I'm going to put in people's minds. I'm also going to do a video coming up real soon here of different tutorials of the kinds of squares we're talking about. But let me show you what Shannon sent, because you guys, she's amazing. She sent me a bunch of little squares with little polar bears on them. Aren't these darling? And I think the backs look like ghosts. So come on. These are so cute. So she sent me a bunch of them with the polar bears on them. Then she sent some with pigs on them. Aren't these cute? Come on. They're just absolutely darling. But here's what the other thing is. You take a bright color and you start with a circle, and then you end it up in a square, and you add in your bright colors. And look how fun these are. Look how bright and fun, and what a pop that they'll send, you know. Look at this one. She took some variegated scraps and make the circles into squares. This is the kind of thing that we want. These bright fun. Oh, here's another pink, a pink pig. These are just so, they're so cute. Last year, these are the ones she sent that she had turned this circle into a dinosaur. Do you remember that blanket? It was darling. It was one of the first ones they gravitated to and said it was so cute. So think bright. I mean, if you don't have a whole lot, just do a little bit and then outline it with a different color. But get that pop of color in there. See, look, it doesn't have to scream neon like this one does. Look at this bright yellow against the green. See what I'm getting at? Let's turn on our inner child. Let's remember what it was like when you saw all the bright colors and the fun stuff that goes with it. So thank you, Shannon, for these. I cannot wait to add these to a blanket because these are really going to be something fun and fabulous for those kids at Boggy Creek. So on that, let me show you the last two that I've made. I made this particular blanket. I made Sunday while we were watching Oppenheimer. Isn't it pretty? And I just decided I wasn't going to use the boring colors anymore to put it together. I'm just going to I have a bunch of bright colors that I got from Michael's. They're neon colors. I'm going to use those. I used purple and blue and green. Look how fun this one turned out. And look, we got flowers down here. We've got little diamonds here. We've got, let's see, where's some of the other ones? Look at just some fun variegated ones. This one has a flower in the center of it. You know, we took a salad and then we outlined it with some bright variegated. There are a lot of options. If you can only do, you know, a regular granny square, pop it up with some color. Throw a bright color in the middle of a white one. These are what we're talking. Look at this red flower. Isn't that pretty? So your squares have to be 5-inch squares, guys, because I have thousands to still get through. So if you're going to send me some squares in August or September, I haven't decided when we're going to start, make sure that they're 5-inch squares. Make sure your ends are tight in. I cannot tell you how many squares I've had to set aside because I start working with them and they fall apart in my hands. Make sure your ends and your knots are tight in and your knots are not visible as much as possible. Make sure that you're all, so that these don't fall apart on these kids, because these are precious memories for them. So this is blanket number 1. Blanket number 2, I just realized when I picked it up this afternoon or this morning that for whatever reason, I'm gonna have to do some surgery on it. One of these stitches fell apart and I don't know how or why, but I'm gonna have to do some surgery on it. But anyway, this is the one I put together yesterday. Isn't it pretty? And let's see, where is, oh, here's the square with a heart on it. The green blanket doesn't have one yet. I have to grab one out of the baggie and sew it on. I just didn't have it with me Sunday when I was doing it. But look, see, you can do, isn't this fun? You got some green, but you throw in the pop of orange. It's just, you can make these fun for the kids, you guys. Isn't this pretty? I liked how this one turned out a lot. So, here's another heart on here. These blankets, each square is sewn with so much love and attention that the kids are going to feel it. But let's keep in mind, we're making these for kids, not for adults. Okay, I'm done lecturing, but I'm just, you get where I'm coming from, right? We want these blankets to be fun and exciting. So, guys, that's it. That's my Friday. I hope that you have a fantastic weekend. I'll talk to you tomorrow for the hashtag OTCS National Crochet Month. It'll be short, Saturday and Sundays are just going to be about the hashtag, short and sweet. Then we'll get back to it again, regular programming on Monday. So until then, I hope you take care of yourself and give yourself some grace. But above all, be kind to everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great weekend.